What is up, my nieces and nephews? Welcome back to another episode of Fun Uncle, and boy, oh boy, do we have a big, tasty treat for you guys today. Let's dive right into it. It wouldn't be an episode of Fun Uncle without some cryptocurrency news, and we have some hecka bullish stuff on the horizon for you, in that Michael Saylor thinks this war might be good for Bitcoin. Nearly 30,000 Bitcoin leave Coinbase Pro. Exchange withdrawals suggest that whales are accumulating right now. Buying Bitcoin might be a good call for the young. Biden's executive order fuels U.S. crypto economy, and the White House executive order is setting the stage for a huge crypto rally. Sticking with the news theme here, of course, we start the crypto news with war. You know, the war in Ukraine again is back in the conversation. And Michael Saylor says that war will accelerate the adoption of Bitcoin. So the obvious one is that we are using cryptocurrency to make donations to Ukraine. That's definitely lubricated the wheels in that sense. But simultaneously, when Russia was cut off from European and U.S. bank systems, aka the SWIFT protocol, they publicly came out and said, that's cool. We have a lot of holdings in cryptocurrency. We'll just use that. And we saw a cool spike upwards in the price of Bitcoin. So these are the little things that are taking place that are accelerating the adoption of Bitcoin. And it's an unstoppable force. It's kind of funny that every time they want to put regulations on it, like China has banned it, the UK is talking about banning it again, US wants to put restrictions on it, but it just keeps going up. It's kind of crazy. It's steady. And if it was going to drop, you think it would have already. Like, all the bad news is already out there. We're already on the other side of COVID. But we play things, one day at a time here. But the general theme with all of the news articles here are pro-Bitcoin. All of the articles I have here are bullish on Bitcoin, not a negative one in the bunch. For example, buying big, nearly 30K Bitcoin leaves Coinbase Pro. That's not $30,000. That's 30,000 Bitcoin worth $40,000 a piece. I'm not doing the math on that, but that really what that says is that people are making long-term bets. They're moving it off the exchange because they do not have any intention of selling in the short term. They're holding on for the long term here. And really does look like that people believe in this $1 million Bitcoin one day, $500,000 Bitcoin one day, if it actually could penetrate 5 to 10% of the global market. And with moves like this and long-term plays like 5 and 10-year plans with this money, this is generally just exciting, bullish news for Bitcoin. We might see some upward trajectory in the short term. Bitcoin exchange withdrawals suggest whales are accumulating. Yeah, long-term strategy. This is a piggyback with this article here. 30,000 are moving, and that's just on Coinbase Pro alone. I want to see the numbers on the aggregate exchanges. It's probably staggering. And then buying Bitcoin might be a good call for the young. Long-term investments here. Buy it, forget you have it, wake up in 20 years, you're good. You're fine. You're living pretty comf. So just that, I think that's probably the strategy we should be advocating from here on out, is just get a piece of the pie, put the seed phrase somewhere you'll never lose it. I like to email it to myself, so it's already always stored in my email. Even if I lose my computer, I could log into my email and still pull it up, and forget you have it, just forget you have it. And it's your retirement fund. It's a great strategy for the young. And that's what Peter Brandit says. Next article, Biden's new executive order on digital asset fuels U.S. crypto economy. Yeah, it's an election year, and the last thing he wants to do when there's a war on and we're coming out of a pandemic is stir the pot any. So he wants to be the most, he doesn't want to rock the boat at all, right? He's not going to put any restrictions or have any heavy-handed orders on the crypto space. For the reasons I slated. It's an election year, and we have a lot of bigger fish to fry. And so whenever that executive order leaked, we saw Bitcoin rally upwards. We're seeing a lot of good news coming out. And honestly, all of the bad news that we were so afraid of, COVID, the different variants, this war in Russia, what's China up to, like, all the cards are finally on the table. There's no more new bad news to drop. The shoe has finally dropped. So we might be looking for more upward trajectory. According to this article, White House executive order on crypto is setting the stage for massive rally. I agree. We've been falling for so long. Maybe there'll be a couple more weeks of consolidation at the worst. But truthfully, I think we are due for a rally, a melt upwards in the short term. Who knows what the summer's going to look like, but I'm feeling pretty bullish on Bitcoin, and these articles are agreeing with me. Well, that's the whole satchel of enchiladas, my nieces and nephews. Thank you again for watching this episode of Fun Uncle. If you could do me a favor, smash the like, the subscribe, tell me what you think of the content down in the comments below, and keep your ear to the ground for the massive things taking place at Hard Fork Gaming Guild in 2022. Last but not least, I gotta touch on my NFT project. I don't know if you remember, I have 200 unique tropical themed NFTs available on the OpenSea marketplace right now. Well, I have launched my 5th and final riddle. It is now live. For those of you who don't know, all you have to do is buy one of my NFTs, go into the unlockable content. You will find a path to one of my riddles. First one to solve it and email me the answer, and bam, I will send you $100 in Ethereum. And I've got 2 of these NFT riddles live right now. So if you think you have what it takes to crack one of my riddles, head on over to OpenSea today. First one to email me the answer. It's a no-brainer. I've got 2 of them live right now. $200 are on the table. If you think you got what it takes, head on over to OpenSea today.